Decided to break the bond with Serafina. She'd been testing me for 3 years, pretending to be packless, pretending to be weak. Day 1, I held Mother's funeral alone. Day 3, I donated all my money to the orphanage. That money was meant for our mating ceremony. Day 5, I returned the keys to the rented apartment. Serafina's lip curled. She snarled that following me meant she couldn't even have a decent roof. Now we had to move again. I didn't answer, just packed in silence. My silence enraged Wolf. She left with Damon, back to the Pack estate. 1 month later, I saw her in the remote mountain village.
I bought our old apartment.
Her eyes were red.
Let's go home.
7 days after Mother died, Serafina finally returned the money.
Take this. Save your mom. Damon paid off my debt.
Her tone was stiff, resentful even, still angry that I'd chosen Mother over her that day. I stared at the bank card, my vision blurred. I said nothing. Serafina's face darkened.
I knew it. Your mother is more important to me!
I already returned the money. Are you still angry with me?
She threw the card to the floor. It clattered on the tiles. My heart tore open. The pain was unbearable. I remembered that day, when I delivered food to her company, what Damon had said.
Omega's like Elias's mom, the ones who raise their sons alone, they get possessive. They compete with mates for their son's loyalty. Now that his mom is sick, you need to test him. See who matters more, his mother or you. The more he suffers, the more it proves he loves you. We're not actually broke. We just need to see if he'll put you first.
That night, Serafina told me she'd broken her boss's precious vase. She needed to repay it fast or face pack justice. That was the first time I felt exhausted. I didn't want to play this game anymore. I'd known the truth for a year already. She was the Alpha Cane's daughter, Serafina of the Southern Pack. She couldn't be broke. She couldn't owe debts. A year ago, I was working part-time at an elite club, saving for buying a house. I watched her open a bottle of wine that cost 3 years of my wages. She laughed with the high-born wolves around her.
Elias gave me everything. His mother's savings, everything he earned. I think I want to accept the mating bond.
That's when I understood. Her father's gambling debts, the car accident she caused, all tests. Then Damon leaned in.
Love is sweet at first, but time reveals true nature. You're worth millions in Pack assets. What if he's just after your status?
Serafina nodded. After that, she never mentioned mating again. But she still lived in the shabby apartment with me, rode the bus, ate street food, so I pretended not to know. I worked harder, treated her better, hoped she'd trust me enough to complete the bond. But this time, it was Mother. Life or death. She shouldn't test me with lies. Not now. I went cold for the first time. My voice was firm.
The money goes to save my mother first.
I didn't expect what came next. Serafina transferred all of Mother's healing funds away.
I just wanted to see your attitude. You didn't even hesitate. Elias, I was wrong about you.
She spat those words and vanished. No calls, no messages. Later, I saw Damon's social media. She'd gone abroad to clear her head. Her note was brief. I won't burden you anymore. Be happy with Serafina. I don't know what she saw, what made her choose to end her life. I only knew I couldn't honor even her last wish. Tears filled my eyes. Serafina's form blurred before me.
Damon said you took out a loan. The healer already treated her. Nothing was delayed. Why are you still angry? Do you know how hard it was for me to ask Damon for help? He's loved me since we were pups. But I chose you.
Even now she was lying. I had no words left. Serafina thought I was sulking. She sneered.
I was going to visit your mother. But with this attitude, I'm not going.
She slammed the card onto the floor again. Her footsteps faded. I crouched down, picked up the card, put it in my pocket. Then I grabbed my bag from behind the couch, followed her trail down the stairs. Dusk was falling. She climbed into Damon's sports car. The engine roared. I walked the opposite direction, slow and steady. If Serafina had looked closer, she'd have seen the apartment was already empty. Nothing of mine remained. 7 days of mourning. Time for Mother's funeral. Only a few relatives came, the ones who'd watched me grow, who truly cared. They looked behind me, confused.
Something this important, where's your girlfriend?
Mother lived poor her whole life. These people were real. I tried to say we broke. The words stuck in my throat. Uncle slammed his hand on his knee.
Your mom gave Serafina's father all her savings. just to pay off gambling debts, to free her from suffering. And your savings, you gave it to Serafina for that car accident. Your mom was so stressed she worked herself sick trying to save money for you. Then she ended it so you'd have something left. And Serafina couldn't even come to the funeral.
I hung my head. Shame burned through me. How could I tell them? It was all lies. Serafina was the Alpha's daughter. Her tests drained me and Mother dry. Mother worked until her body broke, all because of false debts, for a life with Serafina. She died not knowing. It was never necessary. Serafina was rich, so rich. Every hardship we faced was just a test wrapped in love. I looked at Uncle's aged face. I changed my answer.
Serafina's here. She's coming from another state. Probably got held up on the road. I'll call her.
I stepped into a corner, dialed her number. I just wanted her at the funeral to comfort Uncle. The call connected. I whispered into the phone.
Serafina, can you come? My mom,
I said I'm not visiting her.
She cut me off, irritated.
And I'm working right now. Damon's my friend, but I want to pay him back quickly. You'd only take a loan for your mom, not for me. So I had to handle it myself.
She hung up. I called again. The line went dead. 2 notifications, a video. Serafina was in the biggest club in Texas, putting a birthday crown on Damon's head.
Today, the most important thing is our birthday boy, Damon.
Her voice was soft.
No one interrupts today.
Balloons, champagne, cake, laughter. It was the opposite of Mother's quiet funeral.
Gotta keep him waiting. Just a broke wolf. He dares get mad at our Alpha's daughter? Right? Like his Omega mom deserves Princess Serafina's care. Does she even have that blessing?
The video cut off. My chest caved in. I couldn't breathe. The funeral ended. Serafina never came. I kept calling, hoping she'd at least apologize to Uncle over the phone. Uncle pressed my hand down, turned off the screen.
Stop. I can guess. You two broke.
He patted my shoulder.
It's fate, not your fault. Just live well so your mother rests easy.
Simple comfort, but it shattered me. I buried my face in his shoulder and sobbed. Then my phone rang. Serafina, finally calling back. But it was too late. I meant to decline. My fingers slipped. I answered. Her voice was tight.
What happened? Is something wrong with your mom?
It's handled.
Handled. Then why did you call so many times?
Her tone flared with anger.
Were you trying to make me worry? You're different now. Not like before. I'm starting to wonder if you...
Sorry,
I cut her off quietly.
it won't happen again.
After that call, Serafina didn't contact me. I knew what she was doing, waiting for me to apologize first. This time I wouldn't. Once I finished Mother's funeral, I messaged the landlord, terminating the lease. Then I went back to the apartment one last time to pack Serafina's things, but the familiar room hit me. Memories crashed over me like a wave. The couch, scratched by the previous tenant's cat. Serafina once sat there with me, sharing a single can of soda. She'd said, laughing,
I'm not helping you save money. I'm doing it for my health.
the kitchen with its secondhand hot plate. Serafina used to flinch when oil splattered. Later, she could chop, fry, and stew like a pro, she'd said, proud and excited.
I practiced at home for so long.
I'd been lost in her smile, didn't notice the words, didn't realize her home was the estate, with a 5-star chef teaching her. If I'd known from the start she was the Alpha Cane's daughter, we'd never have had a future. I wouldn't allow such an unequal bond happen, but I learned the truth 2 years in. After I'd already fallen, too much joy. I couldn't let go. The cracked walls, the peeling door, the bathroom too narrow to stretch in. It all showed her sacrifice, her compromise. She bent so much for me in ways I didn't see. I worked so hard to make it worth it, to honor what we gave each other. But the tests never stopped. An endless cycle, like Pandora's box, opened. Doubt and fear flooded the bond. Can love tested by lies still be called love? I was tired, too scared to love again. A ripping sound, like something tore in my chest. I zipped the suitcase shut, all our past sealed inside. The lock turned. Serafina opened the door. She saw the empty room, the bag in my hand. Her voice rose.
Elias, what is...
I looked at her evenly.
I'm going back to my hometown.
Your hometown? Why didn't you discuss this with me? Why did you pack my things too? I agreed to live in this dump. That was already a huge compromise. I'm not following you to your poor hometown.
I nodded. I'm going alone. Serafina's fury spiked.
Because of what happened? You're kicking me out? You've become completely unreasonable. You know he's rich. He's been chasing me, but I chose you. And this is how you treat me?
I met her eyes, not a trace of guilt in them. Maybe she'd lied so long she believed it herself. But Serafina, I know he's rich. I know you're rich too. I smiled, bitter and mocking. I stayed silent. Her rage built in my silence.
I was so wrong about you.
She turned and shouted down at
Take
Damon.
me home! Since someone doesn't appreciate me living poor with him, I'll go back where I belong. To your lakeside estate.
My expression was blank, my voice flat.
I'll carry your bag down.
Serafina was even angrier. She didn't speak, just stomped down the stairs. I followed, numb, dragging the suitcase. For a moment, I saw myself 2 years ago, smiling, pulling a suitcase upstairs. Serafina bouncing behind me, curious and happy. That version of me had said, guilty but sincere.
We'll rent cheap for now. Once I save the deposit, I'll buy us a place with an elevator.
Back then, I must have looked like a fool to her. I laughed silently, passing that ghost on the stairs, one going up, one going down. We were always heading different directions. I set the suitcase by Damon's car.
She's yours now.
I caught the contempt in his eyes. He looked at the bag like it was dirty, covered in dust from the cheap stairwell. Or maybe he was looking at me that way. The poor wolf from another world. It didn't matter anymore. This was probably the last time I'd see them. I turned to Serafina, smiled faintly.
Goodbye.
Not see you later. Goodbye. Forever.
Wait,
Damon stopped me.
if you're cutting ties, cut them clean. The money you spent on Serafina, I'm paying it back. After this, you owe each other nothing.
Disdain dripping from his face, tossed it carelessly. It landed on a glob of spit on the pavement. This kind of area, hygiene was never great. I crouched slowly, turned over the phrase in my mind. Owe each other nothing. Nothing. That moment, I understood the feeling stuck in my chest. Resentment. If this bond had been a game from the start, pure cruelty, I could hate cleanly. But Serafina's lies held real feeling. That truth trapped me, made me lose Mother. I peeled the card off the ground, wiped it with tissue, tucked it in my pocket. Damon crowed.
See, Serafina? He still cares about the money he spent on you. Even when I threw it in filth, he picked it up. No dignity. No pride.
I didn't react. I turned and walked away. They didn't know. The money on that card was clean. It was the sincere savings of a devoted son and his mother, meant to help Serafina with real debts. Their genuine love. I disappeared around the corner. Serafina shot Damon hard.
Don't talk about him like that!
I went home, paid off the loan immediately, donated the rest to the orphanage where, applied for a teaching post in the remote territories. That money, holding our family's love, should go where it's needed. I needed to do something meaningful. The application was approved. I packed my bag, met Serafina at the door.
Elias, where are you going?
Taking out the trash.
I forced a smile, didn't want to talk.
Okay. Come back quickly.
Serafina looked serious.
I need to talk to you.
I nodded, walked past her without expression, got in the taxi waiting at the corner.
The airport, fast as you can.
At the gate, I exhaled in relief. About to power off my phone, Serafina's messages flooded in, then a call. I accidentally played a voice message. It autoplayed the rest.
Where are you? Why is all the furniture covered in dust sheets? What's the white paper on the door? They're saying your family just had a funeral. Who died?
Her voice cracked, panic rising.
How is Mom? What happened? Elias, answer your phone.
The phone buzzed nonstop. Message after message. Calls dropping and redialing. I could feel her desperation through the screen, just like the day of Mother's funeral, when I'd wanted her there. Fate is fair sometimes. I held down the power button. The screen went black with a faint vibration. Serafina, we have no future. Whether you want to confess or finally care about Mother's health, it's too late. Some things once missed are gone forever. The plane climbed into the sky. Our past dissolved in the clouds. I left decisively, but my heart wouldn't settle. Like a rope threaded through my chest. Someone pulled it now and then. Sharp little tugs of pain. Memories invaded without warning, tormenting me. Every moment with Serafina felt more absurd the more I remembered. I thought giving everything proved my love. Compared to her endless lies, I looked like a fool. I despised myself. Failed mother. The two feelings tore me apart. I wanted to die. I forced my mind blank. Focused on lesson plans, adapting teaching methods. My insomnia healed. My mind calmed. Memories of Serafina faded. I hadn't thought of her in weeks, but Serafina didn't look well. She wore a tailored dress again. High heels with crystal details. She looked expensive, but her hair was wild, eyes bloodshot. Even her makeup was smudged. When she saw me, tears fell. Her voice shook.
Elias, I finally found you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lie. I didn't mean to miss your mother's funeral. That day, Damon turned off my phone without telling me.
Hearing her explain, I thought I'd feel sad, or hate, blame, grief, rage. Nothing. She stood in front of me. I felt nothing, like she was a stranger. My expression was calm. I raised a finger to my lips.
Shh.
Whispered,
The pups are napping.
Serafina looked at Elias's blank face. Her heart clenched. She felt suspended in midair, surrounded by nameless panic. She remembered a month ago, after failing to reach Elias, she'd rushed to the hospital. They told her his mother had died. Suicide. Serafina froze. Couldn't process it. The healer said the surgery would cure her. Why did she suicide? Why didn't Elias tell her? Why did he disappear without a word? Did he blame her? Too many questions. No answers. A knot of pressure built in her chest needed release.
I asked you to track Elias. Why did you lie? You know what photo you sent me? It wasn't her coming out of surgery. It was them taking her to the crematorium.
Sorry, I had someone else handle it. Maybe they messed up. After all, we were on vacation abroad together. Or maybe he hid it from you on purpose to make you feel guilty, like you do now.
Serafina stared at him in disbelief, slapped him hard.
Even now you're slandering him?
Slander?
That broke wolf is cunning and manipulative. He doesn't deserve you. Stop being delusional.
His words were vicious, his handsome face twisted with jealousy. Serafina finally saw it. To Damon, Elias was trash. He'd always looked down on him, never respected him, so when she'd wanted to complete the bond, Damon told her to wait. When Elias's mother got sick, Damon suggested the fake debt test. After calming down, she found Elias's uncle, wanted information.
Now you show up? Too late.
Seeing the broken walls and shabby house, Serafina...
I'm actually the Alpha Cane's daughter. I'm rich. Just tell me where Elias is. I'll buy you a house.
House. We family won't sell loyalty for money. And we hate being lied to.
The door slammed in her face. That moment she realized money isn't everything. That truth hit harder when she found Elias's cousin. Offered him $50 million.
Sorry, Miss Serafina, that's a big money. But if spending them brings guilt, not joy, I'd rather not take them.
He left, no hesitation. Serafina sat frozen on the couch. Regret finally wrapped around her heart. Elias and his family were honest wolves. It was obvious from one glance. Why did she test him so many times? Just then, Damon burst in.
Elias donated all the money on that card. Do you think he's suicide too? Like his mother? Broke wolves value money over life. If he's giving it all to charity, he must be planning to end it. Do something good before death.
Stop thinking about him. You're from different worlds. Forget him. Be with me.
Serafina looked into those eyes, felt ice in her veins. She finally understood. Damon wanted her. She'd lied to Elias before, said Damon loved her. But those were Damon's suggestions, to remind him Serafina had options. She wasn't desperate. Now she saw it was all Damon's plot to break them apart. Serafina grabbed his phone, accidentally scrolled elsewhere. She saw it. Recently, Damon had sent Elias the video of his birthday party. Her mind went white. All she heard was her heartbeat pounding like a war drum.
Why did you do this? He knows my identity because of you! I was ready to tell him the truth, but now he'll think I was mocking him.
She remembered that day. Elias had called so many times. Through the phone, she'd heard funeral music. Didn't pay attention. That day, she missed his mother's funeral. To celebrate someone else's birthday, regret crushed her. If only time could reverse.
Stop being naive. He's known for a year. The day I invited you to the Rosewood Club, he was working as a server. Saw you at the door.
You did it on purpose?
Turns out Elias is cunning. After that day, he treated you even better, didn't he? He just didn't expect his mom to die before he could lock down the bond to a rich Alpha San. So now he's probably hurt, or blaming you for confessing too late. That's why he's playing hard to get.
Shut up! He's not like that. He's 1,000 times better than you.
Serafina slapped him again. Tears streamed down her face. She remembered. Damon gave her all his savings. That's why Elias worked 3 jobs. That's why Damon arranged for him to see her at the club. And when his mother was dying, she'd fake that debt. Serafina's face burned, like she'd been slapped. So shameful, so humiliating. What had Elias thought? Watching her lie while he knew the truth? He must have been devastated. That's why he got angry for the first time, used harsh words, and she'd been offended. She took all the healing funds in spite. She didn't know that Elias, who knew everything, was suffering more than her. Serafina collapsed to the floor, sobbing.
I have to find him. I have to apologize in person.
But when she finally found Elias, saw his indifferent eyes, her heart seized, irrational fear.
I bought our old house. It has our memories. I don't want another tenant ruining them. Come back with me. Let's complete the bond. I don't need a house, a car, mating ceremony. Just you. Elias, I can't lose you.
She grabbed his sleeve, eyes desperate, almost begging. I looked at Serafina. Everything felt like mockery. Once, I dreamed of mating with her, a ceremony, a shared life through all seasons. But it came after I'd run out of patience, after my heart died. Too late. Broken mirrors don't mend. Spilled water doesn't return. We can't go back. I pulled my arm free. Polite, detached.
Let's talk outside. Don't wake the students. Leave. We have no future.
No! We can go back to how we were! I won't lie anymore. I'll listen to everything you say. And Mom always wanted us to be happy, didn't she?
My calm shattered. I pressed my lips together. My eyes went cold.
Do you know why my mother took the silver?
That day, you transferred all the money away. I knew you were lying. I was devastated, punched the wall, bloodied my hand. That same day, Mother saw my injuries. While I was out getting the loan, she chose to end it. She thought she was the burden, that she made me suffer.
I'll never forgive myself, and I can't be with you anymore. You indirectly caused this. Do you understand?
I didn't know. I swear I didn't mean it. Damon was manipulating me. He said you didn't care. I got confused. I wanted you to apologize. I'm sorry, Elias. I'm sorry. Please, let me make it up to you.
Serafina had never been this low. The proud Alpha's daughter. When had she ever bowed? Now she clutched my pants, voice shaking, nearly prostrate. Her eyes held endless pleading, real guilt. Crouched down, spoke again. I took a long breath.
You know what? After Mom gave all her savings to your fake gambling debt father, she felt unsafe. So when I put everything into your fake car accident, she secretly took hard labor jobs back home, the kind even young wolves quit after a day. The healer said overwork likely caused her sickness.
I don't want to blame you, but all of this stems from your lies.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I blinked away the sting. My voice was rough.
I know.
Serafina, I don't want to hate you. I want to call this fate. But can you please stop appearing in front of me? Every time I see you, I can't help the sadness. Can't help remembering Mother. Can't escape the guilt. It hurts too much.
This time she didn't speak. I stepped back. My pants slipped from her hands. I turned, walked toward that classroom full of hope. That's where my redemption was, and the ones who needed saving. Serafina's figure fell behind me. Maybe my grief affected the sky. Rain started to fall. Not long after, the school received a huge anonymous donation. New buildings, dorms, teacher housing, all top materials. Every month I got a letter from Texas. Cold winds come, wishing you safe autumn. Year's end brings snow, wishing you warm winter. Flowers bloom in spring, don't forget to enjoy them. Every letter ended with, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, the news showed constant reports, the Southern Pack holding charity events.
Mom, I've decided to spend my life here. I hope you don't blame me for not taking the traditional path. I hope the changes in me and Serafina bring you happy. We'll meet again then.